Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Habibi wa habibti, grade 7. Sabah al-khair, sabahul nur, sabahul ful, sabahul ward. Kef hak, alhamdulillah khair. Ayu yawmil an, el-an yawmul arbi'a. Today is Wednesday, August 12, 2020. Alright, yalla bina nabda'un nasyad. Ismi Mu'alima Yuli, and our subject is P6, and our topic is about measurement of mass, time, and volume. I tell you about the indicator of our topics today. The indicator are: students can measure the amount of mass using a mass measuring instrument. The second, students can measure the amount of time using a time measuring instrument. The third, students can take derivative measurement quantities or volume. Siswa dapat melakukan pengukuran besaran massa dengan menggunakan alat ukur massa. The second, siswa dapat melakukan pengukuran besaran waktu dengan menggunakan alat ukur waktu. The third, siswa dapat melakukan besaran pengukuran turunan atau volume. Before we going to the topic, I will tell you about the glossaries of English from our topic. The glossaries are: mass measurement, pengukuran massa; balance, neraca; the third, balance or house two arms, neraca dua lengan; and regular shape, bentuk beraturan; irregular shape, bentuk tak berat. Alright, Habibi wa Habibti, in the previous lessons, we have studied about length measurement. Okay, I will review about our topic last week. You can measure the amount of length by using several length measuring instruments. They are ruler, caliper, screw, micrometer. Okay, Habibi wa Habibti, we continue. Our topic is about measurement of mass, time, and volume. Pengukuran massa, waktu, dan volume. Okay, we start our material from mass measurement. Balance or house two arms. How to use of balance or house two arms is: balance your arms. One arm contains the object being measured, and the other arm contains weights whose mass is known. When the two arms are in balance, then the mass of the objects is equal to the mass of the weights. Okay, there is the example for balance of a house two arms. You can look at the example of a balance of house two arms. Next, a house 3 and 4 arm balance. How to use? The mass of the object being weak head is determined by the numbers occupied by the sliding weights on each of the arms. This picture, Habibi wa Habibti, the example how to use a house 3, and this is how to use a house 4 arm balance. You can look at the picture and you can read the example, right? Next, measurement of time. In here, there is the picture analog and digital. And now, I will explain how to use stopwatch analog. The way is, here there are two skala. Ada yang kecil dan ada yang besar. Yang kecil menunjukkan menit, sedangkan yang besar menunjukkan waktu detik. So, in this picture, kita dapat menggambarkan bahwa waktu yang dibutuhkan adalah menitnya adalah 3 menit dan detiknya 26 detik. Di sini 3 menit kita rubah ke detik menjadi 180 detik ditambah 26 detik. So, the total is 206 detik, 206 second. Okay, next we will going to measurement of volume. Here there is the table for regular shape. Okay, number 1, nama bidang kubus, rumus volume V sama dengan S kubik. Number 2, balok, rumus volume V sama dengan panjang kali lebar kali tinggi. Number 3, nama bidang prisma, rumus volume V sama dengan luas alat dikali tinggi. Number 4, tabung, rumus volume V equals luas alat dikali tinggi. And nomor 5, the 5, nama bidang limas, rumus volume V sama dengan sepertiga dikali luas alat dikali tinggi. And then the 6, kerucut, nama bidang kerucut, rumus volume V sama dengan sepertiga dikali luas alas dikali tinggi. And the last number 7, bola, the rumus volume V sama dengan 4/3 dikali R kubik. Number 2, next, irregular shape, bentuk tak beraturan. The first, mengukur zat cair dengan gelas ukur. How to use? The first, fill out, isi gelas ukur dengan air. The second, baca volumenya, posisi mata tegak lurus dengan skala. Okay, we can read the water of volume is 50 milliliter. And then the second, irregular of shape, mengukur zat padat dengan gelas ukur. How to use? The first, isi gelas ukur dengan air secukupnya. The second, baca volumenya sebagai V. And the third, masukkan benda padat yang ingin diukur volumenya. Number 4, baca volumenya sebagai V2. So, volume benda equals atau sama dengan V2 dikurang V1. And the nominal 225 ml dikurang 100 ml equals 125 ml, 25 ml, 125 ml. And the last irregular shape is the third, mengukur zat padat dengan gelas berpancuran. How to use? The first, isi gelas berpancuran dengan air sampai air mengalir melalui pancuran, or tunggu sampai air berhenti mengalir. The second, letakkan gelas ukur di bawah pancuran. And the third, masukkan benda padat ke dalam gelas berpancuran. Volume benda equals volume air yang tumpah di gelas ukur equals 20 ml. الآن خلاص to our topic حبيبي وحبيبتي, and then you must watching carefully the video and you must searching the material from another material, and then syukran for your attention habibi wa habibti. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.